I just had the idea just after then of a very old lady called Elsie Drake, who was 104 and the sixth oldest woman in Britain. That made me laugh as a thing, that she's the sixth oldest woman. And she's 104, always 104, no matter when they write letters. She writes letters. So I started writing some a little bit after, just for fun as a hobby. And I got a nice signed photo from Tony Blair, pushing her leg better. Each letter has a sort of concept behind it, I think, rather than I'm going to complain. And it's more like this existed in, this in some actual universe, this conversation exists. I mean, you're the king of that. I mean, your snooker games you play, or your stone clearing. There's something you must like as well. There's something about repetition that is, that some people enjoy doing. I enjoy doing. I like doing that. I like going, right, I've got to write 500 in 6 months. How am I going to do that? Right, okay, that one didn't work. I'm going to do another version. I'm going to send it to this person. There's something about it. I mean, why do you enjoy that?
I do, because I think it's, I think it's a good way to, I think it's a good way to explore ideas, I think, and it's a good way to test yourself, I think, as well, to do, which this does as well, because it's, you give yourself parameters and then say, can I make this, either make it deliberately boring, which is for some of the things I do, or can I find, if I do this 200 times, what will come up? And I actually found, especially with the stone clearing, more than the snooker is sort of, was the idea was to sort of try and lose listeners. I think 30,000 people listened to the first one, and by the fifth one it was 5,000. But there's 3,000 people who won't fuck off, and so and it's become but it has become it becomes a little soap opera. It's the way we used to do radio shows as well. You'd find a thing that was funny, and then it would develop, and that's what I really like about it.
Sure.
With the stone clearing, it's literally you're walking around the same field clearing stones, and I just love the way. Sometimes you enter a sort of dream state where you hallucinate, but you also, you find that stream of consciousness. Sometimes it's boring and sometimes it's terrible, and sometimes you're saying the most amazing things, which I'm sure is the same for this. You're just trying stuff out, and then suddenly, when you're writing something, suddenly an idea grows as you're doing it.
It's exactly that. It's like putting the name and address in. I'm going to write to, Stansted Airport, and I just write, and it's, I want to, can I have a beautiful voice? Can I do all the recordings for you? Great. And these are the recording, can I do all the announcements in the airport? These are announcements I would like to do. Like, babies are not allowed to play in the lift. And then I thought, why don't I now make a recording of that? So on a tape cassette. So I go to eBay and buy a tape recorder and buy the tape and then record it myself, and then her great-grandson doing both parts. He's like a character and he seems lovely, but actually on the tape, which you don't hear in the actual book, he's like not nice. He's like, well, hurry up, push the button. I'm trying to. Is this the one? Go on. It's like, and it sounds like two people. And then I send it to them and they go, yeah, the chairman's listened to it and would like to invite you in. And it's like, okay, so I've got to keep saying I'm going to come in, and then I've got to find a way why I can't come in. So that becomes that thing, and it's like it's like work. It's annoying work now because fuck, like, I've got to. How am I not going to come in? They're sending a car for me or whatever it is.